So the first one we're going to start with is the Evil Witch from Snow White. And you can tell this pin isn't real because the sides right here go up until the side, so it's not smooth. And they're quite all over the place. You can see there's some right there, it's everywhere around there. You can even see it from right there. So rough edges is a way to figure out if a pin is not real. Next one we have one of the tickets. It's the e-ticket. It looks pretty smooth. I mean, there's some rough areas, but it's not that bad. If you look in the O's of and on mansion, it's indented, so you can tell that that one's not real. Also on the back, you can tell if it's not real by seeing if they spell things right, because it has to do with copyright or something like that. They can get in trouble. The people who make these wrong can get in trouble if they do something for copyright. Cast lanyard doesn't have a space in between it, but it should. So that's how you can tell right away that it's not. So that one's not real. We have this one. This one is a coloring one. You can tell that it's not real because Sebastian's coloring is just way off. His tongue is white. He has red. He has an orange belly and a pink inside. And also, if you look at his eyes, a lot of the times pins will have the yellow will be mixed in with like a kind of green to make it look wrong, but everything on the back is right, so that's doesn't mean that they have to have every single thing. It's just one little thing that you could tell if they're wrong or not. With this one, it's just kind of chipped, but besides that, there's kind of scratchings on the inside, so that's a indicator right there. On the back, this is a big one. With the Mickeys, there's oftentimes or not, the ones that are wrong or the ones that aren't real have, you can see the border where it's supposed to cut off. Right there, you see how you can see a space in between there, another space in between right there. It's supposed to look cut off all the way around, like right there, how you can't see spaces in between, it's just really cut off. But these you can definitely tell because there's like a little space right in between there and there. So you can tell that this one is also fake. Here's another one. It's indented right here on the side and right here as well. And it just looks really bad. It's not like just one misprint, it's like everywhere. This one also was just right there. And Mickey's coloring is kind of not there. He's kind of white. Here's another one. You can tell it's not real, not by the coloring or the sides, because they're pretty even. They're kind of rough, I guess, but right here you can't really see it at a glance, but you can tell on see something, say something. The T is actually an F. So there's that copyright problem right there solved to make the wrong kind of pins. Let me make sure it gets... But yeah, those are F's after the E and C something, say something. You can see it kind of well. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but those are definitely F's. This one has a little bit of indenting on the side. It's still a little bit of rugged. Right there, the thing didn't get a little whole thing through, so that's how you can also tell it's kind of rough. On the back, this is a big deal. Right here on the edges, there you could see the full border, and you shouldn't be able to see that ever, because yeah, the real ones don't have, you can't see the border, there's no spacing or whatever. And here's another one. Another way you can tell is if it doesn't really have the gloss over it, the kind of smoothness that most of them have. You can kind of hear it when you scratch it, that it's kind of scratchy. But right here you can see the it's kind of like lines, like it's like painted over or something. It's pretty easy to see when it's actually in real. You can't really see it in this video, but yeah, so the back looks pretty well spelt and everything though, but this one you can just tell because of the painting, it's just really crappy. This one, the yellow, this is the thing where the yellow is really mixed in with it's kind of has a greenish tint. It's not like an actual yellow or an orange. It's kind of like a mix in between green and yellow. This happens a lot actually. Can't really see it that well in the video, but it's pretty bad. And I'll show you an actual Hidden Mickey one where the things aren't cut off, and so you can see what that kind of looks like. Hold on a second, sorry. Alright, so here on this one, there's really no border cutting off. On the side, you can see that there's no borders cut off at all. It's just there. There's no spaces like right here on the edge, as to where this one right here has the lines right there. If you could just see right there on the edges of this side. Also, I mean, the colors are a lot more shined over. This one is real because I bought it directly from the Disney store. Just the whole thing you can get a glare on, kind of, and it has like a glossy finish. Not all of them have this, but back with this one doesn't have that. It's kind of wooden, and it kind of has that weird texture, and you can kind of hear it squeak. This one doesn't really do that. I just noticed that between all the ones that are fake and not real. So, yep. Here's another one. That one, I looked at that one because I have another one of that set, and they're just completely a different color. That one is more orangey, reddish. This one looks more like a pumpkin, and you can kind of tell just by looking at the different collections you have just by telling it by that way, or you can kind of just make a decision on yourself. And really, there's no possible way you can figure out if a pin is real unless you truly buy it from a Disney store. And yeah, so there's really no guarantee when you're trading, but there's a lot of those big factors that you can figure out. So that's basically it. Thanks for watching.